Hi, I'm Mike Brewer, pastor of the Blue Ash Presbyterian Church, and this is Mike's midweek message for June 3rd, 2020. Thanks for stopping in today. June 3rd is a significant date for me. I was baptized on June 3rd, brought into the Christian family when I was just a little kid, brought by my parents for baptism and welcomed into the family of Christ. And through no plan of my own, many years later, June 3rd was also the day on which I was ordained as a minister of Word and Sacrament in the Presbyterian Church. That was 41 years ago today, and my most overwhelming feeling as I reflect on 41 years of ministry, 41 years of ordination, and not to mention my baptism years earlier, is a profound sense of gratitude. I am so grateful to have been able to use my gifts in this way for all these years, and so grateful for the people who have shared this journey with me, and grateful as well for whatever God has lined up in the next few months and the next few years. This deep sense of gratitude reminds me of a story I read. A story, it's a few years old, but I think about 10 years ago, a whale was spotted in trouble some miles off the coast of San Francisco. Female whale, about 45 feet long, estimated at about 50 tons. This whale was migrating and got tangled up in a bunch of crab traps, crab pots that were floating in the water. When the divers got there to check things out, they discovered when they went into the water that there were at least 20 of these long nylon ropes wrapped around this poor whale. Along with the ropes, there was a lot of weight. The lines themselves were weighted, and the crab traps were heavy, and the whale was having trouble keeping her blowhole above the surface of the water. She was in danger of drowning. And so 4 divers came off the boat, and with some trepidation, because, this is a big animal, and a flip of the tail could be the end of one of these divers. But they went to work with special curved knives, carefully cutting the ropes away from the whale. It was hard work. Some of the ropes were embedded in the whale's skin. They spent about an hour cutting the ropes free. And when the last one fell away, through the whole process, the whale had hung very still, very quiet and placid in the water. And when the last rope fell away, the whale swam in circles for a few minutes, just celebrating its freedom apparently, and then came over to each diver, one by one, and nuzzled the diver. Nuzzled the diver carefully and gently so as not to do any harm. And the divers are convinced that it was the whale saying thank you. Now, a scientist might balk at that, saying we can't know what's in a whale's mind, but I'm going to go with the divers. I think the whale was saying thank you. It's stories like that that suggest to me that not only is thankfulness built into human DNA, but maybe it's built into the fabric of reality, built into the very warp and weft of creation. At any rate, I am feeling grateful today, and I'm going to spend some time in my journal today saying thank you to God and listing some of the good things that have been such a rich blessing for me through the years. And when I get through, I will feel good. I will feel good. I don't know what your habits are, whether you keep a Thanksgiving journal or write thank you notes or whatever, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that if you want to be happier, if you want to feel better about yourself and about life, get in the habit of saying thank you. Say it often. Say it in person. Write thank you notes. Journal and keep a Thanksgiving list on your desk in front of you. Phone people and tell them thank you for whatever it is you're feeling grateful for today. I challenge you to give it a try if you're skeptical. And get back to me in 2 or 3 weeks or 2 or 3 months and tell me if you're not feeling happier, not feeling better about the world you live in. It works for me. I wouldn't be surprised if it works for you too. Thanks for dropping in today. That's me saying thank you to you for giving me a few minutes of your time. And I hope you'll come back and visit with me again soon. In the meanwhile, be strong, be safe, and be thankful. Thanks for looking in. Bye-bye.